Apple cider vinegar, a miracle cure, an old wives' tale, or something in between? If you want to know the answer to that and how you can use this great natural product for your birds, you're definitely in the right place to find out. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel where I help you with finch info tips and tricks. Today we're going to talk about how and why our birds can benefit from the use of apple cider vinegar. We'll look at what it is, the health benefits and how it can be used safely. Keep watching and I'll also give you the exact dosage and usage instructions that have always worked for my birds and that you can implement on yours. What is apple cider vinegar? Vinegar in different forms has been used for thousands of years for all manner of situations and was credited by the father of medicine himself, Hippocrates, as being an extremely effective substance for patients suffering from various illnesses. The vinegar we use for health in modern times is called apple cider vinegar, also known as ACV, and is a form of vinegar which is made from fermented apple juices. During cider production, it's left in the open to air out in order to ferment and to be turned into alcohol. Once the alcohol is created and the cider hardens, it's then fermented again to produce acetic acid, which eventually turns into vinegar. There are two types of apple cider vinegar that you'll see available: the clear distilled type and the raw unpasteurised cloudy type. The latter contains a floating substance known as the mother, which consists of strands of proteins, enzymes and friendly bacteria that give the product a murky appearance. Raw apple cider vinegar with the mother is the preferred type due to its medicinal benefits and is the type that we'll be concentrating on for the purpose of this video. Health benefits. Other than having a great number of health benefits for humans, apple cider vinegar is known to be extremely beneficial for animals too. According to various studies, apple cider vinegar is highly effective for flea control in dogs and cats, as well as for improving digestion and gut health, creating shiny, healthier coats and reducing the occurrence of common allergies. Many farmers have reported noticeable benefits for livestock animals, such as sheep, cattle, chickens and other poultry. But is this fantastic natural remedy just beneficial to larger animals? That leads us on to the next question, and probably the reason why you're all here. Is it safe for my birds? The short answer is yes, providing it's used correctly. Not only can it be used for maintenance and hygiene, it can be an effective medicine and supplement too. I recently pulled a starfinch from my flock with what I suspected to be a bacterial issue. He'd stopped singing, his activity levels had noticeably dropped, and he was tucking his head through the daytime, which are all red flags to me if happening simultaneously, so I pulled him immediately. I hand-fed him with a diluted mix of apple cider vinegar so as to be sure that he was hydrated, and then placed him into the hospital cage where I started him on an apple cider vinegar treatment. Within a day or two he had improved slightly. A few days into his treatment he was almost back to his usual self, and a week after I'd pulled him he was back up to 100%. Now it's at this point that I must stress a few things. First and foremost, apple cider vinegar is not a miracle cure that will fix all manner of ailments in an instant. But what it is great for is giving your bird's immune systems a super boost for fighting the early stages of infection and illness, which will significantly increase the chances of making a full recovery. It's a natural antibiotic that will kill microorganisms due to its antimicrobial properties, but again, it's not a miracle cure. In fact, too much of it can decrease potassium to dangerous levels. So for this reason, it is to be used sparingly and only at the correct dosage levels. Birds are experts at hiding illness, oftentimes until it's too late for us to intervene. It's just their natural response to avoiding predation in the wild, so if you witness a dramatic sudden decline in health, your best bet is to visit an avian vet. I personally would only suggest using ACV at the very early stages if you're noticing something isn't quite right. The main substance in apple cider vinegar, acetic acid, kills harmful bacteria and prevents it from multiplying, which makes it the perfect solution to use during the seed sprouting process, or as a disinfectant for cleaning surfaces with, or even to clean and sterilise wounds with. Because of this, we need to also consider that bacteria killers do not discriminate, as they flush out the good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria. Therefore, I would recommend that after a course of illness treatment with apple cider vinegar, a week-long course of probiotic treatment should be administered in order to reset the healthy gut flora. There are many products out there made for this purpose, but be sure to research them beforehand. how much do I use? Depending on what you're using the apple cider vinegar for will depend on the amount of it that you will use. The following doses and instructions are what I recommend and are the doses that I have and would in future use for my birds and are what have always given me the desired results. Doses for finches and other small bird species such as budgies and small softbills. I would recommend a health maintenance dose once monthly of 2.5ml apple cider vinegar per 250ml of fresh water. For any digestive or crop issues, off-colour poop or suspected bacterial issues, I would recommend 5ml of apple cider vinegar per 250ml of fresh water for 5 days continuously. And for any respiratory issues such as laboured breathing or suspected lung infections, I would recommend 7ml of apple cider vinegar per 250ml of fresh water for 7 days continuously. For medium birds such as small parrots, cockatiels, lovebirds and pigeons, and large birds such as cockatoos, African greys and birds of a similar size, I would recommend doubling the apple cider vinegar doses I mentioned for the same length of days. All apple cider vinegar doses mentioned should be given on a partial day basis around 6 to 8 hours at a time, then thrown out and replaced with fresh water for the rest of the day. Mix fresh each day and never store pre-mixed quantities in the fridge for later use. Remember to always shake the bottle each time so as to allow the mother to be distributed evenly and only use true organic products. Please remember that these are just my personal recommendations based on experience and thorough research. Regarding your bird's health and well-being, if ever in doubt, I would suggest that you visit an avian vet to ascertain a professional diagnosis.